Welcome, my dear students. In this session, I'm going to show you how we can solve all questions in this revision pack for first semester exam. We'll start directly by the question one. Here we are talking about polynomials, and in the first question talking about the classification of polynomials, but I will do only one question, and in this question you can generalize all polynomials here. So I'm just here give you one example, and from this example you can know how we can deal with this type of question. Firstly, if this polynomial 3x squared plus 5x to the power 3 minus 2x, the first thing maybe ask you to do is to write or to rewrite this polynomial in its standard form. But how we can write the standard form of any polynomial? The standard form ordering, it depends on how, the powers. So we will start by the term of the highest power. See here, we can observe that here this term 3x squared is to the power of 2, then 5x to the power 3, then here 2x, and if 2x it means to the power of 1. So which term has variable, and the variable here is x, which term has the highest power? The second one, because here the power of 2, power of 3, power of 1. So this one should be the first order in my standard form polynomial. So I need to start with this term in the first place. So 5x cubed should be in the first place. Then start with the below power. The below power is 3. Then we can write 3x to the power of 2, because just depends on the powers, So if the power of 3 is the highest one, so it should be in the first place. After 3 is 2, so the number is less than 3 directly is 2, so we need to write 3x squared in the second place. So plus, please observe the sign before writing your term. Here the sign of 3 is positive, so plus 3x squared, this is the second term, should be in the second place. Then the last or the lowest power is 1, so should be no change for the order of this term. It will be here in the third place, so minus 2x to the power of, supposed to be 1 here, but no need to write the power if it is 1. So 5x cubed, highest power, plus 3x to the power of 2 minus 2x. This is the standard form of my polynomial. Okay, then maybe the question asks you to find the degree of the polynomial. The degree of any polynomial depends on the highest power. As you know, here the power of 3, power of 2, power of 1. So which power is the highest here in this polynomial? I think all of you know that 3 is the highest power. Please focus on the power. The common mistake of many students that they are focused on the coefficient. Please ignore the coefficient and focus on the power if you want to find the degree of any polynomial. So the degree of this polynomial is third degree, or you can write it by any way, third degree, or you can write 3, it will be correct. So third degree or degree 3, anyway. Then leading coefficient, you can bring it from the variable which has the highest power, from the term which has the variable with the highest power. Which term has the variable has the highest power here in this polynomial? Yes, it is 5x cubed, the term which has the variable with the highest power. So where I can find the leading coefficient? This is the coefficients of my polynomial. So my coefficients are 5, 3, and minus 2. So which term has the variable with highest power? This term. So this is the leading coefficient of my polynomial. So 5 is the leading coefficient of this polynomial because it is the coefficient of the term which has the variable with the highest power, So please connect between leading coefficient and the highest power. Then name the polynomial by degree. As we know, how many times we have learned the names of polynomial according to the degree. It depends on the degree. According to the degree, if it is first degree, it means this is linear. If it is second degree, it means the name of polynomial will be quadratic. If it is third degree, it is cubic. So I want you to give me the answer by observing the degree. Already we found the degree, right? The degree is third degree. Depends on the highest power. So when I ask you name this polynomial by using the degree, already the degree is 3. So if third degree, what is the name of the polynomial? Yes, it is cubic. If it is second degree, it will be quadratic. If it's first degree, it means like I will give you example for each one. 2x plus 5. So what is the degree here? What is the highest power? Is 1. So this is linear. Okay, x squared plus 5x minus 1. What is the highest power? Yes, it is 2. So if it is second degree, it means this is quadratic. Third degree, cubic. So we named this polynomial cubic because the highest power or the degree of it, if this polynomial is third degree. Then how many terms in this polynomial? I think it's very clear. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So 3 terms. I think it's very easy to find the answer of this question. Then depends on the number of terms. We can name the polynomial. Just remind you by the types of polynomial according to the number of terms. If it is only one term, it is, yes, monomial. If it is 2 terms, what we call it? Yes, binomial. If it is 3 terms, we can call it, yes, trinomial. So I want you to find first the number of terms. From the number of terms, you can identify the name of your polynomial. Now you can answer the question, what is the name of this polynomial? Depends on the number of terms. According to the number of terms. How many terms? Yeah, 3 terms. So what we can name this polynomial according to the number of terms? Yes, trinomial. Okay, so I hope it is clear for everyone, because now I will move to the second question in our revision. Okay, now I don't know, I will maximize a little bit to be clear for you. You can see all questions clear. Is it clear? You can follow by using your revision. If you can't see the numbers clear, you can use your revision sheet. Now I'll start the first question. Simplify each expression. So the question will not ask you what is the operation you have to follow. It will not ask you subtract or add or multiply. It will give you the polynomial and just ask you to simplify. You need to know what is the operation you should do. So please, the common mistake happened in the mock exam. The most of you confused when they see polynomials, instead of doing minus, they did multiply. So please focus on the operation. Here the operation is very clear, minus. So you need here to do subtraction. And in subtraction and addition, here subtraction, here addition, here addition, subtraction. So just we need to remove the brackets from the polynomials, and then to combine the like terms. By removing here the brackets, we need to make this the first polynomial without brackets. It means it will be 5 plus 5n cubed. خلاص, we remove the brackets. Then to remove these brackets of the second polynomial after the minus, we need to change the sign of each term after the minus sign. So 1 will be minus 1, and minus 3n cubed will change to be plus 3n cubed. So after this minus, every term in the bracket, here in this bracket, when you decide to remove these brackets, it will be changed. The sign will be changed. So 1 will be, here it is 1 positive, now it's minus 1 without bracket, and here minus 3n cubed changed to be plus without brackets. Now I want you, don't forget to put the equal sign. Then try to observe which terms are like terms to combine. It depends on the variable. Here we have 5n cubed and 3n cubed. Both are positive, so we need to add positive 3n cubed, positive 5n cubed. They are similar, so we can combine them by adding. It will be 8n cubed. Then constants, they are similar. 5 minus 1, 5 minus 1 is 4. Done. Okay, now go to one addition. I will leave this question for you. Already we solved in the class, so just I'm showing you, I'm just remind you how we can deal with the polynomials and their operations. So I will do only one subtraction and one addition, and you can do it by your own. In this question, I want you to observe what is the operation here between the two polynomials. The operation is plus. So no need here to switch or to change any sign. Just remove the brackets and combine the like terms. So I will rewrite all terms, but here without changing any sign. So it will be x squared minus x. See, I'm not changing any sign of any term, just removing the brackets, plus 8x minus 2x squared. I didn't change the sign of minus 2 here. It becomes minus 2 without any change. 8x becomes 8x without any change. Just remove the brackets. And now try to find the like terms, and the like terms should be combined to find the last or the final answer. Now we have x squared and minus 2x. Please don't forget to take the sign of the term. Please, most of you forget to get the sign of the term. So minus 2x squared and x squared, minus is bigger, so difference subtraction here should be done. So minus 2 positive 1, it is minus x squared. Minus x squared for minus 2x squared and x squared, because they are different in sign, I mean, but they are similar, they are like terms, so we can combine them. And we have here positive 8x and minus x. They are different signs, so we need to subtract. 8x minus x is plus 7x. Okay, done. Now go to how we can multiply to find the product of these polynomials. We'll do one from 1 and 3, and you can do 2 and 4 by your own. Here Removing the brackets. Removing the brackets to find the product, it means multiply this monomial by every term inside this trinomial. So I will multiply this one by the first term, by the second term, by the third term. So how many multiplication do we will get? Yes, 3 terms by doing 3 multiplications. You can use your calculator if you struggle with timetable, but I prefer to use your mental thinking here. Try to practice mental math when you want to find any calculation. Here 8x cubed times 2x squared, 8 times 2 is 16, and x cubed times x squared, x to the power of, yes, add the powers. 2 plus 3 is 5. Just if you want to multiply or to find the product of any polynomial, please, if you have the same bases x and x, add the powers. Plus 8 times 8, 64. Number by number, coefficient by coefficient. Now we have here variable x and here variables x and y. Ignore y and take x cubed with x to the power of 1 because it has no power shown above. So x cubed times x to the power of 1 is x to the power of, yes, 1 plus 3 is 4. What about y? No like bases or same bases to multiply, so keep it as it without any change. Go to the third multiplication. 8 times 6 is 48, number by number. Then x cubed times y squared, they are not like bases, so put them next each other without any multiplication. X cubed will be x cubed and y squared will be y squared, because we can't use here the product rule because they are different. They are not like variables. Done. So monomial by binomial or trinomial, it's very easy. Just multiply the monomial by every term with the trinomial or binomial. Now here binomial, 2 terms, it means by another binomial. So now we can use the same method we did in the previous one to find the product of this problem. How we can do that? We will multiply the first term of the first polynomial 2 times by the 2 terms of another polynomial 2 times. So 4x will be multiplied by 8x and minus 6y. Then take the second term of the first polynomial 2 times again by 8x and 6 minus 6y. So we will get 4 terms. Each row here will give you, yes, different term. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The first product by multiplying the first term here by first term here. 4x by 8x. 4 times 8 is 32. X by x, x to the power of 2. Yes, because here 1 and 1, add the powers. Okay, then, so the first multiplication done. Go to the second multiplication. 4 times minus 6 is, please, take care. Be careful with the sign here. 4 times minus 6 is minus 24. Then x times y. We can't use here the product rule because they are different variable. Keep them next each other. Then second row finished. Then go to the second term of the first polynomial. 4y times 8x. 4 times 8, 32. And here we need plus because both are positives. So the answer should be plus. And then y times x, we can do here product rule. Keep them yx without any applying the rule. Then the last multiplication, 4 times minus 6 is minus 24, and y times y to the power of 2. We need one more step need here, because we have two terms are similar. Minus 24 plus 32, xy, yx, they are similar. They are similar. As we did here, we combined n cubed with n cubed, constant with constant, as we did here, x squared with x squared by combining. So we can do here this by doing the same simplification. So 32x squared, combining these two terms, you can use calculator by putting minus 24 plus 32 is 8, is positive 8, plus, because the positive is for the coefficient, grade 32 is bigger than 24, so I would take the sign of the bigger one, which is 32, so it's 8 xy or yx, both are same, xy or yx. So 8xy minus 24y squared. Okay, now go to the third question, fourth question, please. Here, this is application, this word problem. You can use it to practice with polynomials. Let's read this question together. Okay, Samantha is designing a rectangle garden. The length of the garden is represented by the polynomial 2x squared plus 3x. So this is the length of my rectangular garden. I will draw the garden to show you what is the length and what is the width. The length of this rectangle is 2x squared plus 3x, and the width is x plus 5. This is the width. So I think most of you know, if you have any rectangle, you need to know the formula of finding the area and perimeter. So the formula of finding the area of any rectangle is multiplying length by width. So this is the length and this is the width. Let's continue our question. And the width represented by the polynomial x plus 5. Okay, this is x plus 5. What is the total area? So the question here asks you to find the area of this garden. Already we have the length and the width of this garden, but it's represented by polynomials. So we can use multiplication of polynomials to find the area of this rectangular garden in term of x. So if you want to find the area, multiply length, which is 2x squared plus 3x. As I wrote here, if you want to find area, multiply length by width. So what is the length? 2x squared plus 3x. Multiply by width, which is x plus 5. So now we can find the product, or which represent the area of this rectangular garden, by multiplying binomial by binomial, as we did in the previous question. So now, how many multiplications? Yes, 4, as we did in the previous one. So it's look like the previous one. This, I think, the same. No need to change anything, just change the terms. 2x squared times x to the power of 1 is 2x to the power of 3. Done. 2x squared times 5 is 2 times 5 is 10. Then x squared. Done. 3x times x is 3x to the power of 1 plus 1, 2. Yes. Then 3x times 5 is 15x. Do we need to combine any terms? Yes. Look for any like terms. 3x squared and 10x squared should be combined because they are similar to x cubed. And here x squared and x squared. 3 plus 10 is 13x squared plus 15x. So squared unit, we can write square unit, because this is area, and any area can be measured by square units. Okay, question number 5. Here, this is, I think, simple question. You have polynomial. This polynomial consists of 3 terms, 4x and 2y, minus 2y plus 3. So the first question, what are the 3 terms in this expression? It is 4x, don't forget the sign, minus 2y and 3. What are the variable terms? We have 2 terms which contain variables, the first one and second one. So 4x, the variable x, and minus 2y with variable y. The third question, what is the constant term? Only we have one constant term, which is 3 or plus 3. Both are same. Now go to question number 6. Question number 6, talking about sequences. And here, different question. I will start number 1. Write an explicit. Here, this table show, as you know, we have 2 types of sequences, arithmetic and geometric. What is the difference between them? Arithmetic can be created by adding or subtraction, or adding or subtracting, and geometric can be generated by multiplying or dividing. So you need to know first which type of sequence you will use, arithmetic or geometric. I will show you now how you can know which type of sequence you can use. Write an explicit and recursive. So the 2 types of formula we need to use, explicit and recursive. Formula for the following sequence: 2, 6, 18, 54, and so on. First step, what is the type of this sequence? Is it arithmetic or geometric? Let's go and try to get the difference or the ratio. If it is geometric, it will be ratio. Arithmetic, difference. See, 6 minus 2 is 4. 18 minus 6, oh, it's 12. So it is not arithmetic. It is not arithmetic because the terms give me the difference between 3 terms different. One give me 4 and one give me 12. So I will use now geometric by dividing. 6 divided by, so I changed now the method. The first one by subtracting. Now I'm doing division. 6 divided by 2, 3. 18 divided by 6, 3. 54 divided by 18, 3. So each time I got the same ratio, and ratio R. So what is the R here? The common ratio, 3. The common ratio is 3. One more information need to answer any question, which is the first term, A1. A1. So what is the A1 here? The first term, 2. Now, by using these 2 information, we can answer or find the explicit and the recursive formula. Go to the table. You can use this column, which represent the geometric formula. Explicit first, just put E, explicit. The explicit is AN equal, just put here R. What is the R value? 3. So 3 times A. Yeah, this is the explicit, A n minus 1. Then recursive. So this is recursive, sorry. This is recursive. This is the recursive. And the explicit, which is the second one here, this is explicit, and this is recursive. The explicit is AN equal A1. What is A1? Yes, 2 times R, which is 3, to the power of n minus 1. So now we wrote recursive and explicit formula for for my sequence. Okay, now go to the second question. Given the recursive formula, write the explicit formula for the sequence. If you have the term 1 is 0 and the recursive formula is Tn equal Tn, an or Tn both are the same. An equal an minus 1 minus 2. From this recursive, we can observe that the d is minus 2. Because if you go back here for arithmetic, you will find the place of d here is minus 2. So I can use this formula to write the difference of this sequence, which is minus 2. So now it's indirect, given by giving me the recursive. By using recursive, I can find d. And in the same time, t1 or a1, term 1 is 0. Now I can use these two information to write the explicit formula. This is the explicit formula. So an equal, what is a1? Yes, 0. How did you get it? From the given. Here, he gave me in the question. He tells me that t1 is 0. So here's 0. Plus n minus 1, no change. Times d. What is d? Minus 2. Okay, simplify by multiplying minus 2 by n minus 2 by minus 1. 0, no need to rewrite again. Minus 2 times n minus 2n. And minus 2 times minus 1 is plus 2. Minus times minus plus. 2 times 1, 2. Done. So this is the explicit formula. I will give you number 3 and number 4 to do it by yourself. Okay. Now, I will take some tea. Okay. You see here, is it clear? You can follow your sheet if the question is not clear. Okay. Anna is 2 y's, and this is word problem talking about equation and inequalities. Anna is 2 y's as old as Ben, so we have two person, Ben and Anna. Anna is 2 y's as old as Ben. Okay, so what is the age of Ben? You know, I don't know. So I will assume that Ben is X years old. So if Ben is X years old, what's your expectation about Anna age? So Anna should be double or 2 y's. So if Ben is X, Anna will be 2x because she has double age, 2x. So if Ben is X, Anna is 2 y's, it means 2x. I think now is clear for everyone. Then, the sum of their ages at most, here this is inequality, the sum of their ages is at most 45. It means the sum of their age should be less than 45. This at most represent this inequality less than or equal, or yes, less than or equal. So now I can create an equality, and this inequality tells you that the sum of these two h, because we don't know, unknowns for us, so x plus 2x should be less than or equal 45. The sum of the of age of Ben and the ages of N and Ben and Anna should be less than 45. Now this inequality can be solved by adding 2x to x, 3x less than 45. Divide both sides by 3 to get x isolated in the left side. Divide by 3, divide by 3, so x less than 15. This is the answer of the first one. So create an equation and inequality. Already we created the inequality, and now we can create an equation by the same way. We can write x plus 2x. It's not less than or equal. It will be equal 45 because equation should contain equal. Now, by using the same steps in inequality, this is equation. You know what is the difference between inequality and equation? Inequality has an inequality sign, less than or equal, bigger than or equal, less than, bigger than. So this is inequality. Now you will use the same. So x plus 2x is 3x equal 45. Divide both sides by 3, you will get x equal 15. So x is the age of Ben. So if Ben is 15 years old, Ben is 15 years old, can you expect the Anna age? It's double, right? So what is the 2 y's of 15? 30. So we created an inequality and equation represent the age, and then find the possible value of their age. This is the possible values, 15 and 30, and here x, if x should less than 15, and 2x will be, you can multiply here to find the values of Anna. Anna is 2 y's, it means 2x less than 30. Multiply here by 2, multiply here by 2, 2 times x, 2x, 2 times 15, 30. Now, number 7. The sum of two consecutive even integers is 46. Find the integers. Consecutive means they are following two following numbers. Even numbers can be wrote as x, then the next one x plus 2, then x plus 4, then x plus 6. So we need to add 2 each time to get the next even number. So for example, if this number is 2, what is the next even number? It's 4. So we need to add 2 to 2 to get 4. And here we need to add 4 to 2 to get 6. So I want you, any two consecutive even or odd numbers should be written as x and x plus 2. Why we didn't write 1? Because 1 will be odd. If you have even, the next one will be odd. So to get the even one, so we need to add 2 each time. So x and x plus 2 are consecutive even numbers. So x and x plus 2, two consecutive even integers, is 46. So we can create now the equation. X is the first number, plus x plus 2 is the second number. Next consecutive even integer equals 46. X plus x, 2x, and 2 plus 2 equal 46. Simple equation. How we can get x isolated in the left side? By making undo, minus 2 minus 2. So 2x equal 46 minus 2 is 44. Divide both sides by 2, you will get x equal 22. So if the first one is 22, can you tell me what is the next integer? Even number. So if the first one is 22, the next consecutive integer should be, yes, 24. So after 22, 23. 23 is odd. So the next one is 24. So 22 and 24, two consecutive integers, and the sum of these two consecutive is 46. Okay. That's good. Now find the inverse of the following functions. Find the inverse of the following functions. Okay. How we can find the inverse? By getting first we have some steps we should do to get the inverse function. The first step is to switch between x and y. First here, gx, you can change this gx by y. So it will be y, and instead of gx, I will write y. Y equal minus 5x plus 1. Then the first step is to switch between x and y. So write x in the place of y and write y in the place of x. So now this y will be x and this x will be y minus 5y plus 1. This is the first step. After that, we need to isolate y in this side. How we can do that? By making undo for plus 1 and minus 5. So here minus 1 it will be x minus 1 equal minus 5y. So plus 1 خلاص removed. Then how we can get y alone in the right side? Divide both sides by minus 5. Divide by minus 5. So the inverse function of this function is y equal x minus 1 over minus 5. I think this is very easy to do. Just know how you can do the undo, and don't forget to do the first step, which is x and y switching. Okay, then I will go now to question fx equals, same as we did here in this question. I will replace this fx by y to be easier. 5y equal 5x minus 15 over 2. What is the first step? Switch between x and y. Write x in the place of y and y in the place of x. So you can say that x equal 5y minus 15 over 2. Now, how we can get y alone in this side? Multiply both sides by 2 to remove this 2 from this side. So times 2 times 2. So now 2x equal 5y minus 15. Then plus 15 both sides to get rid of minus 15 from this side. Plus 15 plus 15. It will be 2x plus 15 equal 5y. Now we want to get rid of 5 from this side by undo the multiplication. The undo of multiplication is division. So divide both sides by 5. You will get y. So this is the inverse function of this function. Okay, now the last one in this page, question number 9, state if the given function are inverses. How we can do that? You need to use, you have two methods. I will give you the easier one. You can use gx, and to find the inverse of gx, to know that the inverse is fx. So you can normally find the inverse of gx. You will get fx, and in this time you can say that they are inverses. And you can use the composition of two functions to find or to prove that they are inverses if you get x in the last answer. Okay, I will use the easier method. I will use this function here, gx equal 2x to the power of 5 minus 1. I will now try to find the inverse function of this function to reach to the fx. If I get here in the final form this function, it means they are inverses. The first step is to change this gx to be y. Y equal to x to the power of 5 minus 1. The first step, don't forget to switch between x and y. So x equal to y to the power of 5 minus 1. Then how we can get rid of minus 1 and 2 and the power of 5. Firstly, get rid of minus 1 by plus 1 plus 1. You get x plus 1 equal to y to the power of 5. Then get rid of 2 from the coefficient of y to the power of 5 by dividing both sides by 2. Divide by 2, divide by 2. Now to the power of 5. How we can cancel the power of 5 from the variable y? By taking the root number 5, the fifth root, both sides. Fifth root of y to the power of 5 will give you y power 1. So this is what I need. So root 5 both sides, root 5 both sides. So root 5 of x plus 1 over 2 equal, so root 5 here, root 5 there. This root 5 will cancel the power of 5. You will get y. Now check, is this function the same of this function? Yes. So these two functions are inverses. Why? As the question asks you to prove. Okay. Okay, now question number 10. Question number 10 is solving equation. How we can solve equation? By completing the square directly. When the question asks you to complete the square, don't forget to put two brackets. These two brackets between the minus, and both are squares. Big one and small one, square, square. Then take this plus 8 here, equal 0. Is it clear? Big square, big bracket with a square, big brackets with a square, plus 8. Take this plus 8 here. Now put here x, put here x. Now we have to write two numbers here and there. Here plus. What is the number should be written here? The half of the coefficient of x. What is the half of 6? 3. What is the half of 6? 3. So take this 3, write it one time here and one time here. Okay, now the form is ready to solve. Okay, x plus 3 all square minus, what's it 3 square? It means 3 times 3, it means 9, plus 8 equals 0. X plus 3 square minus 9 plus 8 is minus 1. Calculator, equals 0. Square root both sides to get x after transferring this minus 1 to the other side. So x plus 3 all square equal 1. Why it's 1 now? Because I told you many times, if you change the side of any term, you need to change its sign. It was here minus 1. When you transfer it to the right side, it will be positive. Okay, now how we can cancel this square from this side? Square rooting both sides. But be careful here. Be careful here in this step. This square root will remove the square. Now it's x plus 3. But what about the root of 1? What about the root of 1? What is the root of 1? Yes, it is 1. But you need to put positive or negative 1. Positive or negative. After square root of any constant or any term, you need to put positive or negative. Now the answer will be in two solutions. The first one is x plus 3 equal 1. I will take positive one time, and the same equation x plus 3 will take minus 1. Now how we can get plus 3 from this side? By minus 3 both sides. So minus 3, this plus 3 cancel minus 3, so x will be minus 2. This is the first solution. Second solution is minus 3 again, so x will be minus 4. This is the second solution. Okay, just I want you to focus on how you can form the completing square form. If you know how to do this, if you know how to do this stamp or this form, you can continue your solution normally. Okay. Now go to the question number 11. Solve equation with the quadratic formula. The most important thing here is how to find out the values of A, B, and C. Once you get A, B, and C, you can use the formula. The formula will be given in the exam paper. Okay, don't don't worry, you will get it. So I will rewrite again. To find x, the solution, the formula is minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Just we need to put here the values of a, b, and c in this formula. In the calculator, it will give you 1 time by plus, 1 time by minus. It will give you two solutions. So what is a? The coefficient of x squared. Don't forget, a is the coefficient of x squared, which is 2. What is b? The coefficient of x. It is 3? No, please, minus 3. What is the c? Is the constant term. It is 5? Please, no, be careful, it is minus 5. Most of your mistakes in the mock exam, even the smart students, they forgot to write the sign with the term. So it is minus 5, minus 3 to replace or plug these values here in this formula. You will get the answer if you use calculator. So x equal minus b. What is minus b? It means minus 3. Minus already in the formula, and b is minus 3 plus or minus square root of b squared. What is b squared? Minus 3 square minus 4 times a times c minus 5. All calculation should be with calculator. 2 times a, it means 2 times 2. Okay. Use calculator directly, you'll get the answer. x1 and x2. 1 time by plus, 1 time by minus. You will get to answer. This is your solutions. Solve each equation by factoring. Here, the problem here in this equation, it is not zero equation. C, 0 here, 0 here, 0. But here it's minus 5. So we need to make this side 0 by adding 5 both sides. Adding 5 to the both sides. Why adding 5? Because I want to make this side 0 by adding 5 plus 5 plus 5 both sides. You will get here 0, and 5 plus 19 is 24, x 11 x squared. So now the equation is ready for factoring. How we can make a factorization for this equation? Use x method. Don't forget here the product, and here sum. How we can get the product of these two numbers? Don't forget 2 brackets here. I will make the 2 brackets of factorization equal 0, x here and x there. Now want to find 2 numbers. These 2 numbers product 24. Sum is minus 11. So I will ask you now to give me any 2 numbers product 24. We have many options. What are the options do you have? 1 times 24. And minus 1 times minus 24. 2 times 12 and minus 2 times minus 12. Minus 3 times 8. Minus 8, so 3 times 8 and minus 3 times minus 8. 4 times 6 and minus 4 times minus 6. Which pair is correct? Which pair product, all of them product 24, but which pair give you sum means plus add, give you minus 11? Yes, this pair. If you check with all these pairs, you will not give you minus 11 as a sum. But if you add minus 3 and minus 8, minus 3 plus minus 8, it will give you minus 11. What about 3 and 8? Yes, the product is 24, but their sum is not 11. It's not minus 11, it's 11. So I will use the minus 1, the negatives 1. So minus 3 and minus 8. So why? Because minus 3 times minus 8, 24. Minus 3 plus minus 8 is minus 11. So this is the correct factorization. So right here minus 3 or minus 8, both are same. Minus 8 now. What is the value of x? Make this bracket 0. X equal 3. If it is here minus 3, put here 3. If it is here plus 3, put here minus 3. Now what is x here? It is minus 8. So right here 8. This is my solutions. Second one, indirect factorization for trinomial quadratic. Okay, the same way, but the different here. Here is 1x squared, but here is 2. I will use the same method. Product, sum. Product and sum. And here the two factors. Here the two factors. Okay, two brackets. Two brackets equal 0. X. What is the product? 8? No, it's completely different than this one. This is direct factorization, indirect factorization. So the product is the product of 2 and 8. The product here for the two factors is 2 times 8, which is 16. 2 times 8, take A and C, A times C, so 16. So the product of the two factors should be 16. And the sum is minus 10. So I'm asking you now to find two factors. Product 16, sum minus 10. Check. 1 times 16. Minus 1 times 16. 1 times 16 and minus 1 times minus 16. 4 times 4 or minus 4 times minus 4. 2 times 8 or minus 2 times minus 8. Which pair give you? All of them give you product 16. Which pair give you sum of minus 10? I think it's very clear. This is the pair, or this is the two factors. Sum is sum of minus 10. So my factorization is minus 8 and minus 2. Minus 8 times minus 2 is 16. Minus 8 plus minus 2 is minus 10. So this is the correct factors. Minus 2, minus 8, minus 2 here, minus 8 here, minus 2 here, minus 8 here. No different. Just you need to write them correctly. The last step, because this is the indirect factorization, just we need to divide this these factors by the coefficient of x squared. This is the last step. Divide here by 2, divide here by 2. So x minus 8 divided by 2, 4. And here x minus 2 divided by 2, 1 equals 0. And now give you chance to give me the answer or the solutions of this equation. X equal minus 4 here. So x should be positive 4. And here minus 1. So x should be, yes, 1. Change the sign of this number to give you the solutions. The last one is binomial. Quadratic binomial. And to get what is the square root of x squared? Yes, if you multiply x by x, it will give you x squared. What about 49? What is the number multiplied by itself give you 49? It is, yes, 7. If the two terms of your quadratic binomial is squares, we can use the difference of two squares. Make two brackets equal 0. X squared, x times x. And 49, 7 times 7. As we said many times, I think you forgot how we can do it. 1 plus and 1 minus, minus here, plus here, minus here, plus here, no different. Now, what is the solution of the first one? What did the value of x make this bracket 0? Yes, it is minus 7, and here 7. This is my solutions. Okay. Question number 13. Describe the transformation necessary to transform the graph of fx solid line into that x which is dashed line. So this is the original place and this is the transformed graph. Okay. This, the original one, the solid line. And this is the dashed line, this is the transformed one. What happened to this function? What happened, or how we can describe the transformation of this function to be here in the place of the dashed function? So we have, what happened here? Two transformation. The first one is, what happened? Yes, vertical reflection. Vertical reflection. So we can write vertical reflection. The function get upside down. It got upside down. Okay, so it's vertical reflection. What happened after reflection, after vertical reflection? This function moved 3 steps to the left. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Because the question here asks you just to describe. So 3 translation. 3 units to the left. Horizontal translation. For this function, we have only 2 transformation as well. The first one is translation upward. How many units? 1, 2, 3. So translation. Translation. 3 units upward. Then what happened? As you see, the function is stretching. It means horizontal stretching. See what happened? Stretching. So horizontal stretching. That's enough to describe the transformation of the function fx. Good. Now describe the transformation. Here you observe by using the graphs, but here you need to describe the transformation by using the function. This is the original one, root of x, and we have here 3 effects, 3 transformation. Okay, I will spot on the original function and try to tell me what happened, what is the additions for the original one. Firstly, I saw minus before the root of x outside, so this is vertical reflection. If the minus outside x, it means vertical reflection. Three is a vertical stretching. If the function multiplied by a number, it means stretching by the factor of 3. Factor of 3. Then minus 1. This minus 1 inside the root or outside the root? It's outside the root. It means it happened for the function. So it is translation vertical or horizontal or vertical? No, it's vertical because it is out of x. It is out of the function. So translation 1 unit downward. Why downward? Because this is minus. If it is plus, it means upward. Okay, you can do this by yourself. Don't forget here the +1 translation. It is horizontal because it is inside. It is with x plus 1 then cubed, and here vertical stretching. Okay, you can do this one by yourself. Okay, I will record another video later to complete or to make the rest of the question later. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you got all benefits from our revision, and I hope for all of you good luck inshallah, and see you. Goodbye.